Hi, I'm Don from DonDronesOn. I receive a lot of messages from people along the lines of, I live near a major airport, but surely it's okay to fly a few feet off the ground in my own backyard, isn't it? Well, where does airspace actually start? And stop calling me Shirley. Designated airspace, such as the Class C, D, or E control zones around major airports, starts at the surface. Yeah, that surface, the ground. So if your backyard is inside one of those control zones, that drone just a few feet off the ground is officially in controlled airspace and subject to the same 3 rules as if you were flying 100 meters above the ground. 1, you would need to be flying a drone eligible for flying in controlled airspace. 2, you would need to have an advanced RPAS pilot certificate. And 3, you would need an approved NAV Canada flight authorization request. Yes, these 3 rules apply anywhere in controlled airspace, whether you're 1 meter off the ground or 100 meters in the air. Of course, if your drone is less than 250 grams, like a DJI Mini or a Mini 2, these rules don't apply. Just don't fly stupidly high, such that you're endangering manned aircraft or people on the ground. My recommendation, and it's just my rule of thumb, is to keep sub 250 gram drones below 30 meters or 100 feet if you're flying in controlled airspace or near an airport or heliport. So those are the rules, but what are the pragmatics? Manned aircraft are supposed to avoid obstructions such as towers or buildings by at least 300 meters vertically and 600 meters horizontally, unless they're actually landing. So if you're in a small backyard or you're below the level of nearby trees or buildings, you're extremely unlikely to be encountering a manned aircraft. Now, there's always the risk of a flyaway, so you had better be prepared for that kind of a problem. But unless you're doing something that causes someone to complain about, say the noise or perhaps an invasion of privacy, are you likely going to get into trouble flying low in your own backyard? Well, that's up to you. To be clear, I'm not in any way advocating that you should even consider flying in controlled airspace in violation of the 3 rules I mentioned. And you should always know exactly what kind of airspace you're flying in, even if you're flying a sub 250 gram drone. Both the Drone Pilot Canada app and NRC drone site selection tool make it incredibly easy to determine if you're in controlled airspace or near airports. So there's no excuse for not knowing. Just be aware that from a Transport Canada perspective, these control zones start right down at ground level. I hope you found this video helpful. Safe and happy flying.